Let's get it.
Anywho,
Anyhow,
seen the latest on Kanye?
what's happened now?
What do you reckon?
I don't know. Fucking hell. It seems to always be. There's always something. I feel bad for the bloke, man. I feel like he just needs to be away like he's been trying to do in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Not be around fucking the spotlight. But then, like, it seems to be drawn to him.
I know the one time Kim has, well, from what we know, that Kim's been out to see him. The paparazzi's straight on it, taking photos of them in their car while, like, they're clearly having a conversation that's meant to be private.
But why not have the
conversation in a house?
Private.
Yeah, I know. It
Do you
feels
know
like
what I
it
mean?
was kind of
set up.
And Kim was doing her ugly cry face as usual.
See, Kim, I feel like Kim is, like, drawn to fucking bring the attention from the paparazzi. Like, I've even heard in the past, I'm not sure you might know this, that they pay for their own paparazzi to take photos of them. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah, I have, to get better photos and stuff. Yeah, I have seen that. But even, like, when Kim was young, like, I've seen videos of her when she was, like, 14 or 15. I don't even know if it was younger. And she's literally like, I'm going to be famous one day.
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever it takes to be famous.
She wasn't she, like, best friends with Paris Hilton?
She was her wardrobe designer. Or
like
arranged her wardrobe.
She's killed it, though, to make it where she has, like, off topic for a bit. She has done, like, she's made a career for her whole family, basically.
Yeah.
And they do cop a lot of flack for the kind of work they do. But, like, you know, Kylie's a fucking billionaire. Mm-hmm. The whole family have their hands in something other than the brother. He's kind of...
Yeah, he kind of just... I feel like he doesn't want to be in the spotlight a lot, and then he starts dating Black China, which is, like, the most controversial thing you could do.
But even, like, you know how he started that brand? What was it called? Arthur James or something?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Something
just
like that.
Sock company.
But, like, have you seen the shit that they made? Like, it was, like, socks that say, like, fuck off and...
I think the highest selling one was the Kylie collaboration that he did.
They try and help still make a name for him. Like, I'm pretty sure Chris had to buy it off him because he was in debt. It's like, I started a company when I was 22. And obviously I don't I'm no Kardashian or Jenner, but
you're not behind.
I made a profit. I didn't lose money.
Yeah.
And that was an underwear company, you know, not a sock company. But to have that amount of following and to not make a successful business, that's hard to do. That's harder to fail in that spot, I would say, than it is to succeed.
Yeah, I think, like, the type of business he made, though, just wasn't right for his...
Definitely wasn't.
His
That's
image
my point.
and the, like, thing. Like, he could have made something so much bigger. Like,
he could have made, like, look at the cosmetic lines that nearly every sister in that family fucking has.
Well, he's the only...
Do one for men.
He's the only male in that family. So, like, the girls are doing all the girl things. Cosmetics, clothes, underwear, like... everything, like Skims. That's huge.
But not only that, he's the only guy, so it should nearly be easier.
That's what I was meaning.
I know their following is mainly female, but, like, look what Scott's done. Disick. He made a good relationship choice by getting with Courtney.
Courtney, yeah.
And he's made the most of that. Mm-hmm. Now he's got his own show. I know. What's the brother's name? Rob.
Yeah.
He had a show with Black China.
Yeah, which got cancelled.
It was fucking terrible, though. Like, I actually enjoy watching the Kardashians, but he's one with Black China. It was like, for fuck's sake. Like, I can't stand her.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do anything. Like, it was just boring, basically.
Yeah, and it got cancelled, and I feel like they blamed it a lot on Chris, that she got the show cancelled.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Didn't Chris...
They're going through a lawsuit.
Yeah, because Chris didn't want it on the E network.
Yeah, they didn't want the same producers and that to do it, which like how it went, like you could see the difference. Like the Kardashians are at a different level. Like it's enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Watching that was painful. Like it was like.
But yes, the producers and stuff do help in that situation, but also the producers need to have something that's worth producing. And I didn't think that China and Rob did that. It was a pretty fucking. I
don't think so. It was just basically on their relationship. Like it was like a relationship show, not like a life kind of.
It was nearly like a comedy.
Literally.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's kind of struggled, but like the rest of and Kim basically made him even get to where he's at, and he just kind of hasn't
done taken anything that. With
it. He hasn't made the most of the opportunities he's had in life, I would say. I know he's struggled with depression and stuff like that. So I'm not taking a hit at the guy, but just with the family he's in, I think it would be he has, everything at his fingertips, and he kind of just hasn't made that move like all the girls in that family have.
Yeah, like he doesn't actually have anything that funds himself because he's not really on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Yeah. So they get a proportion of how much they're on it. Like one will get more if they're not on it as much. That's how they made it now. Because it used to be all evenly split, but then people like Kylie and that weren't on it as much. So they were like, why should they get enough? Like we're putting in Kim and Chloe were the main ones that were saying it. They were saying like, we put in the hours for this TV show. Like we put our whole life on the line, where Kylie and that kind of just come in, go when they please.
For Kylie, I would say she doesn't really have to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So for her, I understand, like, fuck, I would be taking a back seat too if I have $1 billion business.
And then with Kendall, she's always traveling with her modeling career, so it is hard for her to always be in Calabasas to film. Like, so obviously she's not going to be doing it. And then Courtney kind of wanted to spend more time with her children off camera. She didn't want her kids to grow up in the life that
she wanted to make a normal life for the kids, which is understandable because that would be hard to have a proper relationship with your family when you're constantly
always
on
camera.
TV. You got to watch what you say. You got to watch how you act. You got to watch what you're wearing. Everything. It's constantly like everything has to be perfect. I think they've all done great, but back to Kim. Yeah, like the fact how she's going about Kanye, like she keeps saying about his bipolar and whatnot. Like, why come out and say anything about it? Like, saying that he needs to hit rock bottom, I've seen. He needs to hit rock bottom before he realizes what he's done. Like, from our point of view, when I hear her say that, I'm like, well, what did he do?
Like he's being honest.
He talked about abortion.
Yeah, to me, he's being honest about the situations that he's in. But, like, I feel like they think some things are meant to be kept personal. But how can someone like Kim say that?
Let me stop you. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Is how can Kim say some things need to be personal when Kanye's going through this shit and she's telling... Who was she? Did she do an interview at Channel 6 or something?
It was Page 6.
Page 6.
Online. Yeah. She commented to them saying that it's got out of hand and that he needs to hit rock bottom before he realises what he's done.
So I would say when you're talking about mental health, that's something that should be kept out of the public eye.
Yeah.
And if he is struggling, do it away from paparazzi, from the media, and to help him get himself sorted.
What they've done with Rob.
But when she's acting like this and telling basically it looks like to me, and I feel like if that was me in that situation, I would feel like she's kind of pushing me away in a sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because you're putting him in it, you're putting Kanye in a shit spot in my opinion. Like, if he is struggling like she's saying he is, you're now throwing him under the bus to the media. You're making the whole world know about his struggles instead of just being there for him, getting out of the public eye. You might not be on the news for a couple of weeks, but it's going to be better for his health. And probably for the both of their relationship, I would assume.
Yeah, you, like, for anyone that would feel like if I was going through that, the last thing I'd want is other people to be
commenting on
it. Like, it should be like their own
it's
thing.
a relationship. It should be them two figuring it out. It's not like it's a breakup or something like that. Like, at the end of the day, Kanye, it's his mental health. It's his health that's on the line, let alone their relationship, whatever fucking happens there.
Yeah.
So I feel for Kanye in that situation, because he does cop a lot of flack, and like we've said in past videos, I believe when he is struggling, his wife is just not the best person to be trying to get away from the public eye, because she's kind of drawn to it.
And I feel like from the past, like, relationships Kim's had as well, it goes to show exactly how much, like, Kanye knew what he was getting in for, and I feel like he has helped her to try and take things back a notch, like, not show all of that kind of stuff, like with her other stuff, and even with Khloe and Tristan, like, that was huge. It was a whole season of the Kardashians just based on that. Like, imagine being Tristan in that position. Like,
and at the end of the day, if Khloe didn't know that's what's happening, like, he's away for half the year.
Yeah.
If your partner is away for half the year doing their career, whatever that is, and you expect him not to be with somebody, come on, darling. Especially at an elite level like Tristan is at.
Yeah.
Just, I know it was a bit of a sketchy situation with Jordan.
With who it happened with.
I would be more pissed at Jordan than I would be Tristan, because at the end of the day, Tristan is, like, I know I'm giving guys a bit of a
I know what you're saying.
She's meant to be one of the, like, nearly like a sister to that family.
Yeah.
For her to do that, I feel like that's way more dog of her to do that, and doing that to Khloe, than Tristan doing that, because that's kind of a trait that people kind of give to guys to do shit like that,
Yeah.
It was a fucked up time for Tristan to do that, and it's a complete different situation when your missus is pregnant.
Yeah, and it wasn't the first time that it happened.
Yeah, so at the Khloe obviously understood he's done it before, so to think that would never happen again, and she didn't. Like, when you watch the show, she fucking was pretty but I think
an idea.
Jordan was definitely the one that I would say is the most in the wrong in that. The fact that she hit it in the first place, didn't she?
Yeah.
And then, so I don't know, but yeah, I just think that Kim is going the complete wrong way to be fucking trying to help her husband.
Yeah.
He's obviously delicate in some ways, he's got some issues that he needs to figure out. And I just really don't think that the way they're going about it is the right way to do it. Like, when it comes to mental health or your health in general, I don't think it's something, if you are a star, that's not something that should be in the public eye constantly. It's something that should be sorted out on your own.
Especially when they have children and a family that are going to see all of this stuff.
Well, especially with your children, when they, like, how old's their eldest now?
I think she's like 6 or maybe 7 or 8.
So, well, however old she is, she's nearly at that age where she's going to start seeing stuff on the internet, stuff that her mum said about her father, her stuff her father has said about her mother, and that's not a good place to be in. All that he said, she said shit, worrying about tweets and whatnot. Like, if it was a legit relationship, why are you bickering on fucking social media?
Yeah.
Like, that's something that to me is for, like, 13, 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
People that, they, on their social media, when, say, they have a fight with their partner, and they have their name in their Instagram bio and shit, and then I'm taking it out. Like, that's fucking childish as fuck.
And we'll just hide the photos until we're over it, and then we'll just let the photos come back.
That's pretty much what they're doing. you know what I mean? Like with the back and forth on Twitter and
like,
shit.
why put that out there if you're gonna sort it out and be together anyway? Like, and it should be.
I'm giving Kanye a bit of a pass here because of his issues with bipolar and stuff like that. Because I don't think Kim's gone the right way about it. I think she, especially he's had this for years, or known about this for years now, and the fact that she's still kind of going back and forth with him on social media, telling the media about his issues and constantly keeping it in the public eye. I don't think that's good for Kanye, and I think it just shows that their relationship really isn't as great as it's made out to be. Because, well, for me personally, I wouldn't like any of my struggles or issues posted over social media. If I'm struggling with something, I'm the kind of person that likes to deal with it on my own.
Yeah.
I'd rather push people away and deal with it myself.
Yeah. Or like if you'd have close family, but you don't open it up to the world, because the world, like, they're not going to fix you.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's nearly like, well, like, what are you telling them for?
Yeah.
I've never understood why people do that. Like, they have struggles with whatever, whether it's relationship, just life problems,
in general,
mental health issues, or anything, to put it on social media. I don't get what the benefit is.
But attention.
That's all I can think of. Attention. Because any person that's close to me, I would assume, like my family, you.
Yeah.
I've never seen people do that, where they post their problems on social media, where I think you should deal with your problems, address them, and find a solution, or work to keep them, under control, in whatever way that may be. But posting it on social media, it doesn't benefit you. It lets the world know about your problems, and
it just gives them more to talk about.
Yeah,
and there's
no benefit that can come out of it, in my opinion.
No,
I think that's something that they need to work on. I seen Kanye said that he's been trying, in one of his tweets when he was going on a rant the other day, saying that he's wanted to get an what's it called?
A divorce.
From Kim since
she met up with Meek Mill.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Well, it was apparently just a business meeting for the prison reform that they were going through. And it was with Meek Mill, Kim, and another lawyer at the Waldorf. But Kanye seems to think that they were in an apartment at the Waldorf or something or other like that. But, like, again, like, that's just something that you don't need to show the world. And another thing I seen that Kim commented saying, like, that he's off his meds, like, he needs to be taking medication. And I feel like that they think that that's going to fix it. Yeah.
It's like, kind of just masking the problem.
And which Kanye says he doesn't want to take it because it makes him less creative. Which is so true.
Medication for bipolar is Seroquel.
Yeah.
Which is something that just knocks you out. I don't know what it is like for people that have bipolar, but I know that medication knocks you out.
Yeah.
And I would understand why you wouldn't want to take that.
Exactly, and it feels like that they think that that's the only thing that's going to help. Like, he needs to take his medication so he can be better. But how can you say that he's better like that?
Yeah, it's just masking a problem.